Betrayal. Let's see. Battle of Thermopylae was fought between the forces of Persian king Xerxes and Spartan king Leonidas in 480 BC. This battle, which was fought at the pass of Thermopylae, is known as the mother of all courageous last stand. Its political origin can be traced back to Xerxes' predecessor, Darius the Great, who sent heralds to Greek cities in 491 BC in the hopes of persuading them to accept Persian authority. This offended the proud Greeks greatly, and Athenians threw the Persian heralds in a pit, while the Spartans followed suit and threw them into a well. Accordingly, in 480 BC, king of Persia, Xerxes invaded Greece. As a ruler of vast empire, he brought with him one of the greatest army Greece had ever seen, and for 4 months his army marched towards south through the country, capturing city after city. But Xerxes' campaign came to a shuddering stop when his army reached the narrow pass of Thermopylae in central Greece near the sea in north, where the Greek army was waiting for them, led by the Spartan king Leonidas. As per the ancient sources, Persian army was over 1 million, but today it is considered somewhere between 1 to 1.5 lakhs. On the other hand, Greeks had a force of approximately 7,000 with 300 Spartans at its core. Before invading, Xerxes suggested the Spartan king Leonidas to surrender his army, but he famously replied, "Come and take them." And after this, 3-day battle was on the brink to begin. On first day of battle, after waiting for 4 days, Xerxes finally resolved to attack the Greeks. First he ordered 5,000 archers to shoot a barrage of arrows, but they were ineffective and couldn't harm the Greek soldiers due to their shield. After that, Xerxes sent a force of 10,000 Medes and Scythians, which soon launched a frontal assault on them, while Greeks fought in the front of Phocian wall at the narrowest part of Thermopylae, which enabled them to use as few soldiers as they could. And since Persians couldn't use their large army at such an entirely narrow pass, Greeks were able to kill Persian soldiers one after another. By the end of the day, Greeks killed so many Medes soldiers that Xerxes is said to have stood up 3 times from his seat. On the second day of battle, Xerxes again sent in the infantry to attack the Greeks, supposing their enemies being so few were now disabled by the wounds and could no longer resist. But however, the Persians still couldn't achieve any success in the battle. Accordingly, Xerxes at last stopped the battle and withdrew to his camp totally perplexed. Later that day, while the king was pondering what to do next, he received a windfall. A Trachinian named Aphiles informed him about the mountain path around Thermopylae and offered to guide the Persian army. Aphiles was motivated by the desire for a reward, which he got. His name Aphiles received a lasting stigma. It came to mean nightmare in the Greek language and to symbolize the archetypal traitor in Greek culture. So, on the third day, Xerxes took the advantage and sent a part of his army along the path led by Philtis himself. After reaching the other side, the Persian attacked and destroyed the portion of the Greek army. This forced Leonidas to call a war council, at which it was decided that retreating was the best option. Accordingly, majority of Greek army retreated. Leonidas, 300 Spartan soldiers, some Helots, and 1,100 Boeotians remained behind. They held their ground against the Persians, but were quickly defeated by the vast enemy army, and many of them were killed along with the king of Sparta, Leonidas. Out of 300 Spartan soldiers, only one was left to tell the tales of the heroic battle fought. On the other side, this victory allowed Xerxes to expand his Persian empire even further in the ancient Greece.